Hey guys, it's me, Nina. If you have not seen my video from last week, you should check it out. It is about sorority recruitment. But this week we are going to be talking about how sorority life has changed due to COVID. So definitely the biggest thing that has been impacted because of COVID is chapter. And chapter for my sorority is every Sunday at 7, and it differs between each sorority, but for mine it's on Sundays. And normally we would meet in person. All the sisters would come together at one of their houses and we would get updates on things like the different chairs and committees and what they're up to. But since that is kind of against what we can do right now because of COVID, we're actually meeting online through Microsoft Teams. So we don't have to get dressed up for this because it is online, but chapter can last a while, between like an hour and a half to 2 hours. It kind of just depends on what we have to talk about for that week, but a lot of the times it's like the different chairs, so like the scholarship chair, the social chair, and that kind of stuff. They're just going over like what's happened in the week and the different committees. So for right now, we are actually trying to form committees, so we had to like submit a Google Doc to tell the president which committees we wanted to be a part of. But for this chapter, the main thing we talked about was recruitment. We went over what we enjoyed for recruitment as a new member, and then what the older members enjoyed and how it was different for them. So that took a good chunk, about an hour of our time. But then after normal chapter, we have like new member chapter, which each week we talk about a new word that correlates to the sorority. So this week the word was responsibility, and it's like personal responsibility and just responsibility for everyday things. So we talked about how it related to us and like what we do to be responsible. But another thing that has definitely been impacted by COVID is this thing called Phoenix. It's a ceremony that the sorority puts on. It's kind of the induction for the new members, and you're supposed to get like super dressed up and everything, and you go to a sister's house and the older members put robes on and they read from a little book, and they just induct you. Like they do these little chants and then they sing a song at the end. But it's pretty interesting. Everyone is supposed to get candles and they like say a chant back and forth, and then we are inducted. But since that is too many girls in one room, we had to do it over Microsoft Teams. So the ceremony was not that long and we did not have to get dressed up, but it was still an experience, I would say. But another thing that has not changed is our bigger activities. So we have a thing happening on September 2nd to try to get PNMs, which if you don't know, a PNM is a potential new member, to join. We will be in the student union having board games and everything, where each member has to invite 2 PNMs and see if they can join after the like designated recruitment date, because I guess we need more members. I'm not really sure why, but yeah. ASA was actually the sorority that took in the most girls for this recruitment. We took in, I think, about 40, almost 40. So we got a lot of girls. But on last Tuesday, another thing we actually did in person was tie-dyeing. We got to tie-dye face masks. We did it in a park so that we could social distance and be safe. But while a lot of things have changed because of COVID, they haven't like totally rocked our values. So we're adapting and just trying to move forward. So hopefully we can start having chapter in person. But other than that, things are going good.